What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh back with another video, and on this video I'm going to be doing a comparison between the Wahl Cordless Detailer LIs and the Babyliss Gold Effects trimmers. I'm going to be giving you guys my pros and cons on each trimmer and my honest review on them. And at the end of this video I'm going to be letting you guys know which one is my favorite, so stay tuned for that. YouTube, what up? And like I said in the beginning of this video, we're going to be doing a comparison between these two bad boys right here. Hold up, I messed up. These two bad boys right here, the Wahl Cordless Detailer LI and the Babyliss Gold Effects trimmer. I've had the Babyliss Gold Effects trimmer for a little while longer. I got these when I were in Orlando at the Premiere Hair Show, and I recently just got these Wahl Cordless Detailer LIs from the Brunner Brothers hair show. I didn't get to make it to the hair show. Somebody in my city went, and he brought back a couple pair, so I grabbed one from him. At first I really wasn't going to cop these right here, because it's like when these came out I felt like these were like a game changer. You know, since I've gotten these, I've had enough time to compare both of them, and I felt like it was time to do this video, and I haven't seen anybody do this video yet, so I hope this is a good video for you guys. Ergonomically, between these two trimmers, I would have to give the upper hand to the Babyliss Gold Effects trimmers because they're real comfortable in the hand. And don't get me wrong, the detailers are very comfortable too, but I just fell in love with the Babyliss, the way that they're made, and just the way everything, you know, like, is perfect for me. But don't get me wrong, these are still some good trimmers, and I feel like it's a personal opinion on whether, you know, how a clipper feels in your hand. I gravitated more towards these than I did with these. Right now I'm going to do the pros and cons of each trimmer, and the first one we're going to do is the Wahl Cordless Detailer LIs. The pros of this trimmer, I love it for lining up, using it for lineups. It cleans very good on beards, shape ups, the mustache, you know, especially the back of that neck. You all know about the back of that neck hit. When you got some good trimmers, that's the best part of the haircut, the back of that neck. That's where you know if you got some good hitters or not. Another pro of this trimmer is really, really good for design work, inside thick hair, you know, doing designs. Cause you know, Wahl has this thing with their blades. It's like when using that corner, it's crazy. It gives out crazy mad lines. I love using this for my parts and designs and everything. Well, another pro of this clipper, I have to say, is the battery life. The battery life is crazy, and another good thing is that you have a dock to it. So it's like when you're not using it, you just sit on a dock. These last all day, and the light never blinks. I think that's how this trimmer works. When it goes dead, it starts blinking. It never blinks on me, so I feel like I can go through a full day of haircuts and not have to worry about this trimmer dying on me or getting weak. This trimmer is really strong too. It's like the same as the corded version to me. When I first got these trimmers and turned them on, I was amazed. I was like, you can feel the power. I was ready to use them, and they do good work. I think that's all the pros. And let's go to the cons of this trimmer. The cons of this trimmer is, I like using my trimmers to bald out a lot of times. Some barbers don't like doing that, but I do. And these trimmers, they bald out, but it's not good enough. You always have to come back and make a couple more passes with it. It doesn't clean it off all the way when balding out. To me, in my preference, that's just comparing it to, you know, other trimmers I use. So overall, the pros, it's more pros than cons on this trimmer. The only con I have about this trimmer is balding out and just cleaning up areas without having to go over it too many times. You've seen and heard everything I had to say about the Wahl Cordless Detailer LI. Now it's time to move to this trimmer, the Babyliss Gold Effects Skeleton. The first pro of this trimmer is that this trimmer blade is super strong compared to any other trimmers that I have used throughout my 3 years of cutting hair. This blade gives me super clean lines, and it balds out really effectively. And like I said, I like using my trimmers to bald out. I feel like it cleans it up really good. to come back with the shaver. It just makes the job way easier to use the trimmers. But these are really strong, and when balling out with these, it cleans every hair. It gets really close to the skin too when you zero gap it properly, but not too sharp. It still gives a super close cut. The second pro about this trimmer is that the way that it is made, the ergonomics, and the way it feels in my hand. And especially with Babyliss making this this grip band for the trimmer, it helps out with the control of the trimmer. I love using it. I kind of use it as my central location of where I place my hands when I'm actually using this trimmer. With it being so strong, it leaves sharp lines on every part of the haircut that you do. So really, with the pros, that's really it on my pros. I just feel like it's strong and it's comfortable, and that's all I need. It gets the job done. The cons of this trimmer, it doesn't affect the work that it puts out, but it does affect the longevity of using the trimmer. This battery, the battery life on it, the battery life is good. I can probably do like 4 or 5 haircuts, with one charge. But with it not being able to have a charging stand, you kind of have to use the full battery life until it's dead, and you never know. So without having a charging stand, you usually just using it until the light starts blinking, and that's when you got to charge it up. So honestly, if you have these, I would double up. Oh, and I almost forgot that these trimmers can be used corded. But if you want to do cordless like 24/7, yeah, I do advise you probably double up just so you can charge one while you're using one, and vice versa, just keep swapping out. And that's what I did. Honestly, that's what I did. I doubled up so I don't have to worry about that problem. But yeah, if this had a charging dock, this would be another pro for this trimmer. But without the charging dock, I just you have to double up. That's the only downfall. That's 2 times $150, $300. Because no charging dock. But if you like using the trimmer with it corded, you can do that all day long. And another con is I really don't like using these for like design work and line, inside the head, because you kind of have to go into it a lot when you're doing designs. You kind of have to go over it a lot to clean it up. I guess that's just depending on what texture of hair you're cutting. I feel like I get a more good design work with the detailers, like I said. So that was why the detailers had that pro and these have that con of doing design work. Really, that's really it on both of these trimmers, the pros and cons. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, the pros and cons of these trimmers. If you have them, just leave it below and I'll jump in the comments and just let you guys know what I think about that. Right now we're gonna do a sound test on both of the trimmers, and just let me know which one you think is louder. But to me, you will obviously hear which one is louder. These are the Wahl Cordless Detailer LIs, and here we go. And here we have the Babyliss Gold FX trimmers. And I'm gonna play them together to see which one you think is louder. In my opinion, I think the Babyliss Gold FX is louder, and I'm pretty sure you would too. But it's not like a irritating loud. It's like a little hum noise, but it is definitely louder than these. These have a more smoother movement of the blade, and you guys know these are louder. But to each his own. It really doesn't matter as long as it's not like crazy loud. So we went over the pros and cons of both of these trimmers, and I was time to tell you guys which one of my favorite. Both of these trimmers, they are really, really super dope trimmers. I use them both on a day-to-day basis. I'm always picking both of them up for different, reasons. But at the end of the day, I have to go with the Babyliss Gold FX trimmers. The reason why I chose this trimmer is because it's perfect for me, in my opinion. Other people might have their own reasons why it wouldn't be their favorite, but to me, it's perfect for me and what I do on a day-to-day basis. Besides the cons, besides the charging dock, I doubled up, so I kind of won on that. I don't really need a charging dock if you have 2 of these. In the design work, I'm not really doing a lot of designs on a day-to-day basis, but if I had to, I would pick up my detailers, you know, to go ahead and put those lines in, the parts, you know, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, these are my favorite. They're really strong and they really feel good in your hand, and you will not be disappointed in buying these trimmers. And like I said, double up. You will not regret it. Double up. But at the end of the day, the detailers, they're some solid trimmers. I really like them. So, you know, really, I wasn't really initially supposed to buy the detailers. After I bought these, I got 2 of these. When I used these, really the game changed for me. I felt like, you know, these were all I needed. But when the detailers came out, you know, I was hesitant on it. I wasn't going to buy any more trimmers because I felt like I found my best trimmers I've ever used. I bought them anyways, you know, being me, and they're really good trimmers. You know, I would use them. I would definitely say that they would be my good backup trimmers to use if anything was to happen to these. I will not be disappointed in using those, you know. So, like I said, these trimmers are my favorite. But the Wahl detailers are really good. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm not putting anything down on Wahl. They make good trimmers, but it's just something about these that's different. You know, they're gold. You know, they look super good. Like, who doesn't want an all gold trimmer? Come on now. Well, YouTube, that was my comparison video on the Wahl Cordless Detailer Li versus the Babyliss Gold Effect Skeleton Trimmers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a like on this video and share this video with a friend. And please, most importantly, subscribe to my channel and go watch recent videos that I have. I have some dope tutorials that you guys would not want to miss. And actually, I've used both of these trimmers in my tutorials and my previous videos. So don't forget to go watch those. And thanks for all the love and support. It's your boy Josh, and I'm out of here.